Hello, my lovely wolf pack, and welcome back to the Lone Wolf Show, brought to you by Wolfpack Media, the most entertaining place on YouTube for your news and commentary. I'm your host, Justin Huseman, founder and news contributor. We have a great show today, and I cannot wait to get started, but before we do, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with all your friends and everyone you know, and join the pack today. Alright guys, real quick, Wolfpack Media is now taking donations. So if you like the show, if you like what we do, and you want to show us a little support, you can donate today by cash apping us here, $ Wolfpack Media. And also, do not forget that this donation pool is a raffle. So if you donate $10 or more, your name will be entered to win this Wolfpack Media plushie. You know you want it. It's so cute and cuddly and soft. So yeah guys, if you like the show, you want to show us a little support, go ahead and donate today. We really appreciate any support that we can get. Alright, on to the news. Well, my friends, today we asked the question, is a storm of accountability brewing for the co-conspirators in the Jeffrey Epstein case? As early this morning, longtime friend of Epstein, the former Prince Andrew of England, has been arrested on suspicion of his connection to the late Jeffrey Epstein. Now, he has since been released from custody as of the time of this recording, but the question still remains. We still have this here. Is this arrest just the beginning? Is this maybe a preview of what's to come as it pertains to the Epstein case? And will we see more arrests? I believe it's possible, but possibly unlikely. But I, for one, am still kind of holding out hope here that our leaders will do the right thing and that justice can and will be served as it pertains to this horrible crime of human sex trafficking, especially as it pertains to minor children. So let's go ahead and look at the news here. We have this from the AP. Former Prince Andrew arrested and held for hours on suspicion of misconduct over ties to Epstein. The former Prince Andrew was arrested and held for hours by British police Thursday on suspicion of misconduct in public office related to his links to Jeffrey Epstein. Interesting. An extraordinary move in a country where authorities once sought to shield the royal family from embarrassment. Yeah, I would say that's kind of what surprised me here, because the royal family did absolutely everything they could to run cover for a lot of not just Jeffrey Epstein. England has been, and the royal family in particular, has been distraught with accusations and conspiracy theories surrounding them, and child sex trafficking, sacrifice, satanic rituals, all those sorts of types of things. So it really was surprising to see British authorities actually do something. I mean, it's more than what we're getting here in America. I haven't seen a single person on the American side get arrested. So that's why I say, I mean, I'm holding out hope. I'm holding out hope, guys. This could be the beginning of something. It shows me that the fact that they're arresting somebody, and I know what you guys are thinking. You're probably thinking, oh, it's just one person, and it's in Britain, and it doesn't even, it's just the bottom of the barrel, the tip of the iceberg, if you will. But guys, come on, we can't always be taking black pills here. We need to come up with reasons to have hope, guys. I believe that hope, and not naive hope. Like, don't get me wrong here. I'm not telling you to be naive. I do want you to understand the realities of our world and the state that we kind of live in. But I also believe that hope is a good thing, man. We need to have hope that we can make these systems work. Yeah, in the past, there's been some nefarious things afoot, if you will, but I believe that hope is really important, guys, because if we give up, if we lose hope completely, then it just makes room for these demons to fucking come in and take over. It's how I believe that we got to this point, is by just losing hope and being complacent, putting our head in the dirt. we have to do something. We have to hold out hope that justice can be served. And if we keep pushing, if we keep raising our voices, if we keep on keeping on, man, we can't swallow too many black pills. Like I said, let's be real, let's be realists, let's understand the reality of what's going on here, but also let's not lose hope. Let's not what's the word I'm looking for? Let's not be pessimistic about it, you know? Let's keep raising our voices, let's keep talking about it. Anyway, I'll read on. It was the first time in nearly 4 centuries that a senior British royal was placed under arrest, and it underscored how deference to the monarchy has eroded in recent years. Good. Fuck the monarchy. Fuck the king. That's what I say. What's that part? Yeah, that's what the Hound says in Game of Thrones. Fuck the king. Okay. King Charles III, whose late mother lived by the motto, never complain, never explain. Yeah, that's a hell of a fucking motto. Whatever the fuck that means. Took the unusual step of issuing a statement on the arrest of his brother, now known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. That's a mouthful. We'll just call him Andrew. Andrew the pedo. Andrew the pedophile. That's what we'll call him. That whole name is way too much of a mouthful. I'll just call him Andrew the pedo. Alright, let me state clearly, the law must take its course, the king said. As this process continues, it would not be right for me to comment further on this matter. So, and that was a very, I guess that was a very non-statement statement, so I don't know what they're talking about here. The Thames Valley Police Force said, Andrew, we'll just say, Andrew was released Thursday evening about 11 hours after he was detained at his home in eastern England. He was photographed in a car leaving the police station near the Royal, God, I can't pronounce stuff, Sandringham estate, I believe is how you say that. Police said he was released under investigation, meaning he has neither been charged nor exonerated. Don't know what the fuck how the fuck that works, but okay, we'll read on. Hopefully they have more information here. I'm hoping, like, this happens a lot where high profile people will get arrested and there's like zero information on why they arrested them. Like, especially this is a very strange case. It's looking like they arrested him, but they didn't charge him with anything. What did it say? It said he's neither been charged nor exonerated. I don't know how it works in Britain. So here in the United States, I don't think you're even legally allowed to arrest people unless you got like something to charge them with. I know that you can be detained for questioning or whatnot, but so maybe that's just like Britain's. He wasn't arrested. He was just detained for questioning. So, but that still gives me a little hope because that means these things are at least still being investigated. Like, we're 15 years out from this case. Maybe more, maybe like 20 years out from this. Like, the Epstein thing is like 20, 30-year-old case that we got going on here. But it is nice to see that even like 20, 30 years down the road, it kind of gives me hope in the way that this shit is still being investigated. It's still being looked at by somebody. It may be the British government. Maybe the British government will actually do something right this time around, and they'll get to the bottom of this case before we do here in the United States. Fucking Pam Bondi, get off your ass. Do some investigating. Kash Patel. We can't let the Brits beat us to this case. Come on now, let's go. I'll read on. The police force, which covers areas west of London, including Andrew's former home, said Thursday that a man in his 60s from Norfolk had been arrested and was in custody. Police did not identify the suspect in line with standard procedures in Britain. Andrew, 66, moved to the king's private estate in Norfolk after he was evicted from his longtime home near Windsor Castle earlier this month. Police previously said they were assessing, in quotation marks it has here, assessing reports that Andrew sent trade information to Epstein. Okay, so trade information, interesting. A wealthy investor and convicted sex offender in 2010. Interesting. I think we kind of already knew that stuff was going on between him and Prince Andrew, but okay, I'll read on. When the former prince was Britain's special envoy for international trade, correspondence between the two men was released by the U.S. Justice Department late last month, along with millions of pages of documents from the American investigation into Epstein. Following a thorough assessment, we have now opened an investigation into this allegation of misconduct in public office. Assistant Chief Constable Oliver Wright said in a statement. Good. Like, how is this not happening here? Or I guess maybe I should hold my tongue a little bit. Maybe it is happening here. We don't know. That's why I do have to kind of stop you guys, because I know a lot of people, especially my followers on X, I know a lot of you guys are blackpilling this. I know you guys are blackpilling this. But what I do have to say, maybe I'm just playing devil's advocate here a little bit. We don't know what the FBI is doing as it pertains to some of the stuff that it's found. They could still be investigating. There could still be investigations going on into some of the people are, I would say, co-conspirators in Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking. But not just that. Obviously, in this case, it seems like they're not even this isn't even pertaining to human trafficking. It seems like it's more I don't know, an insider trading deal. Maybe just what does it say here? An allegation of misconduct in public office. Yeah, something about Sorry, I'm reading. Former Prince was Britain's special envoy for international trade. Yeah, the correspondence between the two men was released by the U.S. So, yeah, it sounds like maybe some white-collar crimes were going on here. So, who knows? Who knows? But I am glad that after this latest file dump, that, I mean, at least in Britain, authorities are taking what was in those files seriously and investigating appropriately. Which, once again, I will say, it is very surprising that we're seeing this going on in Britain and not anywhere here in the United States when we're the one that dropped the files. But we'll see, guys. Don't hold out hope, guys, because I know you're impatient. I know. Trust me, I'm just as impatient as you guys as it's coming to this stuff. I want to see accountability. I want to see people that were involved. I at least would like to see them have to stand trial. Whether they're guilty or not, that will be decided by a jury of their peers in a court of law. But I would at the very least, like to see them have to get perp walked and go to trial. I want to see trials at the very least. Now, if they're found to be innocent in a court of law, then that's about there's not really much I can do about that. But at least seeing these people have to lawyer up and go to trial and answer questions and have evidence be presented, that would be really fucking nice of the DOJ and the FBI to at least do that much. But like I said, we don't know exactly what's going on. Maybe this is being investigated, and I will, once again, playing devil's advocate a little bit here, I will say that it is kind of expedient for, if we are investigating high-profile individuals, that we would want to have a sufficient amount of evidence. We don't want to bring up charges and then take them to trial, waste taxpayer money taking these people to trial just for them to get let off, So I do believe that coming up with sufficient evidence, like we want hit it out of the ballpark case here. Like we want, by the time these people are brought up on charges and are in court facing a trial, we want this to be hit right out of the park. Like evidence, blam, fucking you're straight to jail, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Like we don't want these people to lawyer their way out of these cases. So therefore I would say that we probably need and we want a sufficient case against these people, so that like if we come with like wiggly kind of squishy evidence to a jury trial, we could get laughed right out of the courtroom and these people get away with it. So I do think that it's important to think about, you know, that we want solid proof. We don't want them to be able to lawyer up and get a really good expensive lawyer that's gonna word game his way, you know, lawyer his way out of the situation, you know. So I once again, I know I'm playing devil's advocate here a lot today with this, but I'm just saying, guys, I'm trying to have hope. I'm trying not to swallow so many black pills, and I would hope that I'm helping do that for you too, even if I do got to play devil's advocate a little bit. So once again, guys, let's give the Department of Justice a break a little bit. Now, trust me, I do have my opinions on Pam Bondi and how she's been handling this entire situation thus far, and I'm not happy. But once again, playing devil's advocate, let's give it a bit, okay? Let's give it a bit, guys. Let them do their jobs a little bit, you know? Just saying, I know. Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. I know I'm going to hear it in the comments, man. I know I'm going to hear it in the comments. You guys are going to yell at me, but don't yell at me. I'm just trying to give you a white pill. I know you want to swallow the black pills, but please just take my offer. Take my offer of this little white pill. Just one. You can swallow all the black pills you want later, but let's try to keep hope. Let's keep hope alive, guys. Come on. We're not the fucking party of pessimists, are we? Like, come on, man. That's the liberals. They're a bunch of fucking nihilistic pessimists. We can't let ourselves become the nihilists. Come on. We have hope. We have hope. We are the light in the darkness. Come on now. Anyway, let's read some more of this here before I let you guys go. 2 homes searched. Police searched Andrew's God, I can't pronounce stuff. Sandringham. Sandringham? I can't pronounce shit. Sorry guys. Sandringham home and his former residence of Royal Lodge in Windsor. Earlier in the day, pictures circulated online that appeared to show unmarked police cars at Wood Farm, Andrew's home at Sandringham, if I'm pronouncing that right, with plainclothes officers gathering outside. Andrew has consistently denied any wrongdoing in his association with Epstein. Okay, because his word means absolutely nothing to any of us. It wasn't me, it was the one-armed man. Oh god, stupid. The allegations being investigated Thursday are separate from those made by Virginia Giuffre, who claimed she was trafficked to Britain to have sex with the prince in 2001. When she was just 17, Giuffre died by suicide. Yeah, you guys know I did a video on that whole debacle. Yeah, not a single person on the entire planet believes that woman killed herself, but I digress. We'll read on. Still, Giuffre's family praised the arrest, saying that their broken hearts have been lifted at the news that no one is above law, not even royalty. The family added, he was never a prince. For survivors everywhere, Virginia did this for you. A spectacular fall from grace. This is the most spectacular fall from grace for a member of the royal family in modern times, said Greg Prescott, a royal expert at Royal Holloway, University of London, who compared it in severity. Is that the word I'm looking at? Severity to the crisis sparked by Edward the Eighth's, I believe, Edward the Eighth's abdication to marry American divorcee Wallace Simpson. And I don't know about any of that crap. They're kind of getting off topic here, AP News. And it may not be over yet, Prescott added. Thursday's arrest came a day after the National Police Chiefs Council said it had created a group to assist forces across the UK that are assessing whether Epstein and his associates committed crimes in Britain, in addition to the concerns about Andrew's correspondence. Documents released by the U.S. suggest Epstein may have used his private jet to traffic women to and from Britain. U.S. President Donald Trump said the arrest was a shame and very sad. Donald Trump, he's got away with words. It's very sad. It's very sad. It's very sad. Prince Andrew, he's a piece of shit. It's very sad to see that he was fucking little girls. I think it's so bad for the royal family, told reporters in Washington. Yeah, it don't look good, that's for sure. I mean, there's plenty of conspiracies surrounding the royal family that we could dive into, but we will not for the sake of time. The documents also rocked British politics. Prime Minister Keir Starmer, yes, that's what I'm looking at here. He had to fight off questions about his judgment after the papers revealed that Peter Mandelson. Sorry, guys. Everybody that watches the show, y'all know I can't pronounce last names to save my life. And that is my bad. I need to get better at that. The man he appointed ambassador to the U.S. had a longer and closer relationship with Epstein than was previously disclosed. Yep, I remember reading about that there in the documents. Let's see here. London's Metropolitan Police Service has said it is investigating allegations of misconduct in public office related to Mandelson's own correspondence with Epstein. Mandelson was fired as ambassador to the U.S. in September, but it is Andrew's relationship with Epstein that brought the scandal to the doors of Buckingham Palace and threatened to undermine support for the monarchy. Does anybody in England, do you guys do any of you actually really support the monarchy? Asking for a friend, I guess. Yeah, if you're from Britain, let us know down in the comments. Like, is there really any actual support for the monarchy? Because, I don't know. I just see them as like they're no different than Hollywood celebrities here in America. They're just they're famous, sure, but for what, we don't know. They're famous for being rich assholes. Is basically that's the way us Americans really look at at the royal family. They're basically just like celebrities. They're dumb rich people that are often in TMZ style news for doing really wonky shit. So let me know in the comments if you're from Britain. What do you guys actually think? Does anybody actually give a shit about the monarchy? At this point, if I were you, I wouldn't. Stupid. But anyway, I'll read here. We're reading on. The last time a senior British royal was arrested was almost 400 years ago. Yeah, I don't know if I care about that. Concerns about Andrew's links to Epstein have dogged the royal family for more than a decade. The late Queen Elizabeth II forced her second son to give up royal duties and end his charitable work in 2019 after he tried to explain away his friendship with Epstein during a catastrophic interview with the BBC. That shit was funny. I think I did a whole segment on that too at some point this last year. Oh, it was funny. But anyway, but as concern mounted about what the Epstein files might reveal, the king moved aggressively to insulate the royal family from the fallout. No, sure, yeah, I'm sure he did. Since October, Charles has stripped his younger brother of the right to be called prince, forced him to move out of the royal estate he occupied for more than 20 years, and issued a public statement supporting the women and girls abused by Epstein. Yeah, we really care about what fucking King Charles has to say. King of fucking nothing. King of this dirt. Let's see here. Last week, the palace said it was ready to cooperate with police investigating Andrew. Charles was forced to act after Andrew's correspondent with Epstein torpedoed the former prince's claims that he severed ties with the financier after Epstein's 2008 conviction for soliciting a minor for prostitution. Instead, emails between the two men show Epstein offering to arrange a date between Andrew and a young Russian woman in 2010. And the then prince inviting Epstein to dinner at Buckingham Palace. Yeah, like, these fucking people, they will just lie to your fucking face, bro. But, and let's give it to the current DOJ and FBI right now, man. I know we're all pissed off at them right now, but let's give it to them for this latest file dump, because there was a lot of incriminating evidence in those files. Heavily redacted, true. A lot more redacted than any of us wanted, but I don't know. Once again, I guess I'm playing devil's advocate. I guess that I might as well call this episode Justin plays devil's advocate the entire time, but I don't know. I think that we gotta give credit where credit's due sometimes, you know? Additional correspondence appears to show Andrew sending Epstein reports. This is what it seems like they're maybe investigating there. The police are sending Epstein reports from a 2-week tour of Southeast Asia that he undertook in 2010 as Britain's trade envoy. Police did not release details of Andrew's questioning at a small town police station in Aylsham. I don't know, near Sandringham. Danny Shawn, expert on law enforcement in the UK, told the BBC that the former prince would likely be placed in a cell in a custody suite with just a bed and a toilet, where he will wait until his police interview. There will be no special treatment for him, Shaw said, although he was released already. Yeah, that seems to be it there. So no information, of course. That's what I was looking for. They buried the lead there. As unfortunately most news articles these days do. So yeah, no information on what they were questioning about. I'm assuming it has something to do with like white collar crime stuff, but we'll see, and we'll hold out hope, guys. We'll go ahead and leave it there for now. I will be keeping my eye on this. I've been keeping my eye on a lot of stuff, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Should we be playing devil's advocate? Do you guys think there's going to be more arrests? Is this just the beginning? Could there be more to come? Is there like hope on the horizon? Or have you just completely swallowed the entire black pill on this one? Let me know what you think down in the comments. We'll go ahead and leave it there for you guys. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show. You can follow us on X and Facebook and all the places at Wolfpack Media 92, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.